Hello and welcome back to the Remake tutorial series. In the last video, we learned how to add new items to the page, and it was not too hard. In this video, we're going to learn how to make elements sortable. So let's get to it. In our HTML, we're going to look at each of the lists that we have. So right here, we have a list with the stacks inside of it. So we want to make this list sortable. We're going to say data I because we're using an input attribute. This is going to affect how data is inputted to the page. We're going to say data I sortable, and then we're just going to say the type of item it is. Now here we're going to say stacks, and then inside of it we're going to have another list, which is the cards. So let's look at the cards list. And here we're going to say data I sortable equals cards. Now, the reason we use a label here is the label is going to affect how the data can be shared. So for this example, all the cards are going to share the same label. So they're going to be able to be dragged from one list to another because they share the same label. Whereas the stacks, this isn't named cards, so you're not going to be able to drag one of these stacks into the cards area. Okay, so let's look at how this works. Let's refresh the page, and now we should be able to grab this and drag it over here and drop it. And if we do that, our data refreshes, and now all of a sudden, volunteers is first, performance is second, and logistics is third. And that's all it took. And we can also drag these cards down like that, which will also change our data. And we can drag them in from one element to another. And that works as well. And it changes our data. So that's great. That was super easy. All we needed to do was add a data I sortable to each of our lists, and it made all of the inner elements sortable. And it will group those elements by the label you pass in here. So if you pass in a different label, you won't be able to drag an element. For example, the stack, you can't drag it inside of here, right? You can only drag it with the elements that it matches. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll learn how to deploy our finished application. This is a finished application. It works for editing, for removing items, for adding new stacks, and people can log in and log out automatically. That comes built in with Remake. Okay, see you in the next video where we'll learn how to deploy. Thanks for watching.